If you are counting on Social Security to fully support you in retirement, this warning deserves your full attention because a growing number of financial experts say that relying on Social Security alone could leave many Americans struggling later in life. Personal finance author and longtime radio host Dave Ramsey has once again sounded the alarm, reminding workers and retirees that Social Security was never designed to be a complete retirement plan. His message is not about panic, but about preparation, especially as retirement approaches for millions of Americans across different age groups. As people move through their working years, something changes mentally. Retirement no longer feels distant or theoretical. Whether it is 5 years away or 20, the question becomes real. Will there be enough money to live on without a paycheck? Rising housing costs, medical expenses, and everyday inflation have forced many Americans to rethink what financial security truly means after leaving the workforce. This shift is exactly why conversations around Social Security, savings, and retirement planning have become more urgent. Dave Ramsey's core warning is simple but blunt. He believes Social Security should never be the foundation of your retirement income. In his words, depending entirely on the government to fund your retirement dreams is a risky gamble. His argument is not that Social Security will disappear overnight, but that it was never intended to replace your working income. Instead, it was created as a basic safety net, not a complete solution. According to the Social Security Administration, the average monthly Social Security retirement benefit is around $2,000. Even with the 2.8% cost of living adjustment coming in 2026, that amount increases only modestly. While COLA adjustments help benefits keep pace with inflation, Ramsey argues that they do not come close to solving the bigger problem. For most households, $2,000 a month is simply not enough to cover housing, utilities, food, transportation, healthcare, and unexpected expenses, especially over a retirement that could last 20 or 30 years. This is why Ramsey repeatedly stresses that Social Security alone cannot support a comfortable retirement. Even with annual increases, benefits were never meant to cover all living costs. They are designed to supplement other income sources, not replace them. Many retirees discover this reality only after they stop working, when it becomes too late to make meaningful changes. One of the biggest shifts affecting retirement planning is the decline of traditional pensions. In previous generations, many workers retired with guaranteed lifetime pensions provided by employers. Today, those pensions are rare. Responsibility for retirement savings has largely shifted onto individuals. This change means workers must actively save and invest throughout their careers if they want financial stability later in life. Because of this shift, defined contribution plans like 401ks and individual retirement accounts have become central to retirement planning. A 401k is an employer-sponsored plan that allows workers to automatically set aside part of their paycheck before taxes. Over time, these contributions can grow through investments. Taxes are paid later when money is withdrawn in retirement. This structure allows workers to build long-term savings gradually. Ramsey strongly believes that retirement savings, plans like 401ks and IRAs, should form the backbone of a retirement strategy. He often says that if you are still working, the responsibility to secure your future rests with you, not with Washington. His advice is consistent. Social Security should be a supplement, not the main source of income. One of Ramsey's most well-known recommendations is saving 15% of your income for retirement. He suggests directing this savings into a combination of employer-sponsored 401k plans and Roth IRAs. According to Ramsey, these accounts together should be the primary source of retirement income, while Social Security plays a secondary role. A Roth IRA is especially attractive to many savers because of its tax advantages. Contributions are made with after-tax dollars, but the money grows tax-free. Qualified withdrawals in retirement are also tax-free. This means retirees can access their savings without worrying about future tax increases. Over decades, this tax-free growth can make a significant difference in total retirement income. Traditional 401k plans work differently. Contributions reduce taxable income today, which can help workers save more upfront. Taxes are paid later when money is withdrawn in retirement. While future tax rates are uncertain, these plans still provide powerful long-term growth through consistent investing and employer matching contributions when available. Ramsey's message becomes more urgent when looking at broader demographic trends. The population of Americans aged 65 and older is growing rapidly. Over the next decade, millions more people will enter retirement. As this happens, the ratio of workers paying into Social Security compared to retirees drawing benefits will shrink. This imbalance places additional strain on the system. Current projections from the Social Security Administration indicate that the program's trust fund reserves could be depleted by the early 2030s if no changes are made. This does not mean Social Security will disappear, but it could mean reduced benefits if Congress does not act. Under current law, payroll taxes would still fund a portion of benefits, but payments could be lower than promised. This uncertainty is a major reason experts like Ramsey urge people not to rely solely on Social Security. Future retirees could face a combination of lower benefits and higher taxes, depending on how lawmakers respond. Counting on Social Security as the primary source of income exposes retirees to political and economic risks beyond their control. Another important point Ramsey makes is psychological. Many workers underestimate how long retirement lasts. Living 20 or 30 years without earned income requires careful planning. Even small gaps between expenses and income can grow into serious financial stress over time. Without adequate savings, retirees may be forced to cut back dramatically or return to work later in life. Social Security works best when it fills the gaps rather than carrying the full burden. When combined with personal savings, retirement accounts, and possibly part-time income, it can help create stability. But when it stands alone, it often falls short. None of this means Social Security is unimportant. For millions of Americans, it is a vital source of income. It helps reduce poverty among seniors and provides predictable monthly payments. The key takeaway is understanding its role. Social Security is a foundation layer, not the entire structure. Planning ahead gives people options. Starting early, saving consistently, and using tax-advantaged accounts can dramatically change retirement outcomes. Even small increases in savings rates can make a meaningful difference over decades. Dave Ramsey's warning is ultimately about control. Relying entirely on Social Security means placing your retirement future in the hands of policy decisions, demographics, and economic forces you cannot control. Building personal savings shifts that control back to you. For workers at any age, the message is clear. Social Security should be viewed as supplemental income, not the primary plan. Understanding this early allows you to adjust, save more, and reduce risk. Waiting until retirement to realize Social Security is not enough is one of the most common and costly mistakes people make. As retirement approaches for millions of Americans, the importance of realistic expectations cannot be overstated. Social Security will continue to play a role, but it works best when paired with strong personal savings. Preparing now can mean the difference between financial stress and financial stability later in life. In the end, the goal is not fear, but awareness. Knowing what Social Security can and cannot do helps you plan wisely. When retirement income is built on multiple sources instead of one fragile pillar, the future becomes far more secure.